again, everybody. Dave Brown here at ringside, ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling. Corey Macklin's on vacation today. He'll be back with us next week. We got a big show. Sir Mo will be here in action today. We'll also hear from King Mabel. You saw him in action there just a moment. A surprise appearance by him a week ago. Former USWA champion Brian Christopher in a return match with Akeem Muhammad. Big Bad and Blonde will be here. USWA champion Wolfie D will face superstar Bill Dundee. Got a grudge match going there. The former tag team champions Flash Flanagan and Stephen Dunn against Kareem Olajuwon and JC Ice. USWA tag team titles, by the way, have been held up by the commissioner after a very controversial match with Big Bad Blonde and Flash and Dunn. And also, you see them here right now, the Nation of Domination. We were told earlier this week they were going to have an induction. They're here by invitation. I'd like to get this out of the way right now.
Oh, I guess you'd like to get us out of the way, like we're in some trouble or something. Dave Brown, I want you to take a look right here. The Dream Team last week thought they had us outnumbered. Well, if you look right here, the Nation of Domination is still standing strong. Wolfie D is standing here with gold on his shoulder. That means I'm the only man to ever beat Brian Christopher. How many weeks in a row? 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. I'm standing here, the USWA heavyweight champion. If you take a look at JC Ice, last week he got in the ring with Bill Dundee. So we know now who the better man is. JC Ice is the better man because he came out the winner. Queen Moesha, you're the only lady in the USWA. The finest lady in the USWA. And the Dream Team ain't got nothing on us. And JC Ice, you got a little induction to make, don't you?
Big induction.
Big induction, don't you, baby?
I'm so happy. You know, the power of the nation is getting stronger every day, my people. And you see, I said anyone anywhere in the world can join the nation. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call and ask JC Ice. I'll call Farouk, and if you don't mind, then you can join. So, you know, today, my brothers and sisters, we have a new induction into the Nation of Domination. If you will come on out here right now, and I would like to introduce to you people the newest member of the Nation of Domination. He used to be known as the Spellbinder, but no more. He is no longer the Spellbinder because this man wants to join the Nation of Domination. Now, all you have to do, my brother, to be in the nation is you have to pledge to the nation. So if you repeat after me, by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
That's right. Now you repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the Nation of Domination.
I pledge allegiance to the Nation of Domination.
For which it stands.
For which it stands.
Under one nation.
Under one nation.
Under Farouk.
Under Farouk.
With liberty and justice.
With liberty and justice.
For no one.
For no one.
Now I introduce to you people the newest member of the Nation of Domination. Your name is no longer Spellbinder. Your new name now is the Honorable Elijah. Elijah. Welcome to the Nation of Domination, Elijah, my brother. Now, what you need to do is get in here and show the people why we made you a member of the nation. And you need to take this fool to school like a water in a swimming pool, baby.
Y'all need to do is, let him get in the ring, and we've got the induction out of the way. Thank you very much for getting it out of the way quick. Now, head on out of here, please, and let's get the action going as Spell. I don't need any help. I don't need any help. Thank you very much. Wait for a signal from referee downtown Bruno, and we will get this underway with Spellbinder, now known as Elijah, going against T.D. Steele. Yeah, Corey Macklin is on vacation, but Corey will be back next week. I can handle it by myself. Thank you very much. And I can't see the match with all you around the table here, right?
He's just going to kill this guy like a minute.
You don't need to see anyway, Dave Brown. As Elijah takes care of this piece of trash in the ring, I want to make reference to someone that showed up out here last week, King Mabel.
King Mabel, yes indeed.
Team,
I noticed y'all left in a hurry.
He came out here last week, and apparently he's aligned himself with such goose as the Dream Team. Well, I don't know what's happened to his cranial capacity, Dave Brown, But somewhere down the road, I'm going to meet with my partner, and me and him are going to have a long conversation because he needs to come back down to earth and remember where he came from.
Well, that's the word from Sir Mo, referring
That's it,
to...
Brother Elijah. That's it. One, two, three. Nation of domination. Rising to the top. Control it all.
Hey, you know what, Dave Brown?
That's
Since
what?
you ain't got no help, we're going to stay the whole show, and we're going to commentate the whole show.
No, you're not going to stay the whole show.
Everybody kick in, everybody get us.
That is
Come
not
on
going to
over here,
happen.
Elijah. We're going to commentate
Where's the
whole
camera?
show, my brother.
We're going to take a break,
We're gonna stay the
and
whole
we'll be
show.
back
Very
here
good,
in
man.
just a moment.
That's
No,
how you
you're
do it, my brother. Now he's ready. Where's the opponent at, Dave Brown? Where's the opponent, man?
Well, the opponent is on the
He's
way.
not
Sir
here
Mo
because
is
he
in the
knows
ring
he's got to
right
deal
now.
with the nation.
As soon as we get...
Ain't you glad we stayed a commentator with you, man? Here's your paper.
Thank you very
Ain't
much.
you glad we stayed a commentator with
As
you?
soon as we get... there's the referee coming in, and the opponent will be arriving. Here he comes.
Oh, this is a fine
Tony
opponent here,
Myers
Dave.
heads in
this
here.
guy's such
And listen,
fine quality.
listen.
Hey,
Wait a minute. I want everybody to listen up here. Before we get this match started, you're not taking over the show.
Yeah, we commentate.
No,
Yeah, we stand.
normally, I would ask for security,
Farouk's calling.
but I've asked for a guest
Farouk's
announcer
calling. We
here
gotta go.
instead.
We gotta go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's our guest commentator arriving right now.
What's up, Dave? How you doing?
King Mabel, join us here, and let's keep the nation of domination out of here.
That's right.
Sir Mo, your former partner in here against Tony Myers, he had some comments during the previous match, said he was going to try to get together with you and talk to you. Sounded like maybe getting back together.
I honestly, Dave, don't understand what's going on with Sir Mo. As you can see, he's a talented wrestler. I mean, we've been partners for 10 years. I just can't understand what's going on with him, Dave.
Well, he's hanging out with the Nation of Domination's the main problem, I think.
Can you believe that? Pledging allegiance to Farouk. I can't believe that. Mose, he must be losing his mind. I need to talk to him. I don't understand it. Great leg drop by Mo, and another one.
No doubt about it. He's in control of the match so far against Tony Myers.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. His mind is just gone. I don't understand him. I need to talk to him face to face. Oh, the great spin kick by Mo. Very good, very good. Oh, unbelievable.
Goodness, drops down on Myers. This may be it. Oh, no, he picked him up.
That's 325 pounds, Dave.
Yeah, and he got him really, really tough when he landed on him there, too. I think he could have probably gotten a 3 count, but he elected to pick him up and keep going.
Here he goes. Side slam.
Yep.
Nicely executed by Mo.
And again, he does not go for the cover.
He's going to the top rope. This has to be the patented elbow drop from the top rope.
Giving you that look over here at the table.
Unbelievable, 300 pounds.
Oh, my goodness. There's no way Myers is going to get up from that.
He can count to 1,000, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. He got the 3. That's all it took. And Sir Mo gets the victory here over Tony Myers in his match.
Yeah, he gets the victory, but I think he lost all his morals at the same time.
Well, he is hanging out with Nation of Domination. That is definitely a problem, no doubt about it. Both of you guys have expressed an interest in getting together and talking, and I hope that can be done. Mo, you won the match. There's no doubt about that.
Dave, you don't even have to stand out here and tell these people who won the match, because they knew when the bell rung who was going to win the match.
Well, you were favorite going in. That's true.
Now, I need to address the situation here. If you people will shut up for a moment.
Come on. That's not necessary.
Hey, you've been my partner a long time. We've been partners. We've gone up and down the road. We're still partners, okay? We're still partners. 3 years in the World Wrestling Federation, I drove this tag team up and down all around the country. All you had to do was sit back, eat pizza, drink Coke, and go along for the ride. It was you. It was you, big man. You won King of the Ring. I'm so proud of you because I trained you. I knew you could do it. I'm the one that trained you, big man. I'm the one that's been carrying this team for the last 3 years. Me. Now, you wanted to take a vacation, that's fine. You had the money, you go off and you take 3-4 months off, big deal. Me, I've been out there in the trenches every day like it was when we started. I have taken no prisoners, I have taken no names. Now, if you want to be an idiot and follow behind that dream team, Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler, and the rest of those gooses, that's fine.
You said just your part, and you let me say my part. First of all, first and foremost, you're Sir Mo, and I'm King Mabel. I'm the one that won the King of the Ring, and I crowned you Sir Mo. You should be appreciative of that, if nothing else. Second of all, sure, you drove us around the country and everything, but I'm the one that carried the team. I'm the one that got us in the WWF. That's right, me, by myself. You understand that? And now you're pledging allegiance to Farouk. Of all people, Farouk, when we were in the WWF, we were much better than him, and you're pledging allegiance to him? What's gotten into your mind, Mo? Just tell me what's in your mind.
Hey, what's in your mind? What's wrong with you? Did you forget where you come from? Notice one thing. I shed all the purple and gold. You know, no more being a pretty guy, no more being a nice guy. Okay? I'm all about making money, and you should be doing the same. I made you what you are today.
Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted.
No, wait a minute. I'm the oldest here. I made this. You didn't make this. The world is mine. All right? The world is mine.
Nation of Domination coming out here. All of them jumping Mabel. Sir Mo beating him over the head. The rest of the Nation of Domination hammering on him too. Here comes some help. Dundee, Lawler, Brian Christopher, the Dream Team has arrived. Now all of a sudden, Nation of Domination a little slow about getting out, and Mabel goes after Mo. Help, you got all the help you need. You need to get out of here is what you need to do. Mabel still going after Mo. Whoa, Brian Christopher, look out, they about got Wolfie trapped. He gets away from him. And there they go.
Mo! Don't you think for a second, just because I want these fans behind me, that I've gotten soft. I'm still the mean and nasty King Mabel, and you are going to be the first to find that out.
USWA action will continue in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Suzanne DeFries, General Manager of All-Star Chevrolet Geo Polaris in Olive Branch, Mississippi. I come from a hunting family, and Dad's philosophy on hunting is you've got to have the right equipment. That's why we took on the entire line of Polaris ATVs. Take the Sportsman 500, put it in the bed of this four-wheel drive truck, and you're ready for hunting season. I invite you to take that easy drive to All-Star. We're located on Highway 78 in Craft Road in Olive Branch, just 5 minutes from Memphis. I promise you'll like the way my family does business.
May I take your order, please? Excuse me?
He said he wants chili.
When it's cold, nothing but a hot bowl of Wendy's rich and meaty chili will do, so we keep it simmering all day long. And it's just 99 cents on our super value menu.
Chili.
No, baked potato.
Or warm up with a 99-cent sour cream and chive baked potato, slow baked in an oven.
Chili. No, baked potato.
No, it's car won't start.
Wendy's 99-cent super value menu, 10 delicious choices every day.
Sky 5 Live. Here, pal. When news breaks in the Mid-South, you can count on Sky 5 to bring you the story while it's still news. Live traffic reports, live breaking news, live first video from all over the Mid-South. Sky 5, the Mid-South's only news chopper, digging deeper and flying higher. Sky 5, live, local, late breaking. Only on Action News 5, coverage you can count on every day.
The children of Memphis and the Mid-South are the most precious gifts in our lives. That's why all of us at WMC TV 5 are expanding our commitment to our children. We call it Action for Education. Over the past 10 years, the Action News 5 Homework Hotline has helped hundreds of thousands of school children with schoolwork. Our TV 5 Thanks to Teachers Awards recognize exceptional teachers in our community. Keep watching as we add other innovative ways to help our youngsters. WMC TV 5's Action for Education, because we are your education station.
Hey, we're going to try to get Brian Christopher out here in just a minute. First, I want to say hi to Brett and Brad, our two ring assistants today. A couple of guests that are helping out with the warm-up jackets and the championship belts. And you'll be seeing them around ringside as the matches get underway from time to time. Brian Christopher, not all that thrilled, I'm sure, today, as he's had a tough couple of weeks with Wolfie D. Here comes Brian Christopher right here. Uh-oh, somebody with an NOD t-shirt over there. That's not a wise thing to do. And Brian Christopher is around. Brian greeting as many fans along the way. Here he comes. A bunch of youngsters on the front row there. And here is Brian Christopher. Brian, you're in a pretty good mood. I'm a little surprised, but I know you got a special match.
I'm in a good mood, Dave, because it's great to see you, and it's great to see all my fans over here, baby. And because they light this hand up every time I'm out there. But, Dave, like you were saying, I heard Wolfie D out here running his mouth, talking about he's got my gold, which at least he knows that's my gold. You know, he says he's the only one that's ever beat me 2 weeks in a row. Well, Wolfie D, let's get something straight, punk. You never beat me. You've never beat me. First, you had J.C. Ice come running out here and put a rag filled with ether over my nose and mouth. Everybody in the world saw that. Then, Dave, we have another match, and he's got old Queen Moesha running up there jumping in the ring. Then he's got the little sawed-off front, J.C. Ice, when he saw me pop your glass jaw with one of them super kicks of mine. That's when he hits the ring, and I get hit in the back of the head with a hubcap, Dave.
True.
Now, does that sound like he beat me?
No, it doesn't to me.
It doesn't to me either. That's why I wanted to get his butt in this ring right here today. Me and him put that belt on the line, but would he do it?
No, he wouldn't. He refused.
He wouldn't do it. He says the only way I'll get another title shot is I got to agree to his rules. I got to agree to whatever match he wants to have. He's a champion. He gets to pick the match, huh?
Well, that's true.
I said that's fine. I'm thinking, what's he going to come up with? A chain match? A lumberjack strap match? Anything. That'd be right down my alley. But what'd he come up with?
Came up with a ladder match.
A ladder match. A ladder match. Now, I've never in my life been in a ladder match. He's been in ladder matches before, and I know he's been successful, right?
That's what he says. He says it's his match. He's a guaranteed winner in the ladder match.
Well, Wolfie D, it don't matter if it's a chain match, a ladder match. All it's got to be is dangerous, and that makes it Brian Christopher's type of match, because I love danger. And I'm going to love taking that ladder and busting you over the head with it time and time again, Wolfie D, because I know you can't take my super kick. And when I climb that ladder and take that belt, then I'll be the champion once again, baby.
USWA heavyweight title is going to be on the line. There's no doubt about it. When he meets Wolfie D in the ladder match. Coming to the ring right now, Akeem Muhammad. He's got other members of the Nation of Domination in his corner. He's got Elijah One and Queen Moesha. That the big, huge problem that I have with this Nation of Domination is they just try to vastly outnumber their opponents. If we keep it 1 against 1, this should be a very interesting match here. Brian Christopher against Akeem Muhammad. Bell sounds. Referee downtown Bruno says, let's get the action underway. And here we go. Brian Christopher. Well, Muhammad greeting apparently a couple of Nation of Domination fans on the front row. Most of the rest of the crowd solidly behind Brian Christopher. All right, now, Wolfie, I don't want any trouble now. Wolfie D bringing the ladder out here, leaning it against the desk.
Wolfie D brings the ladder because that's my ladder and it's my match and I'm going to win, you know. Brian Christopher's scared of heights, you know that?
He's scared of heights?
He's scared of heights. And when I get in the ring, I'm going to prove to everybody that I am the master of the ladder match because he's scared of heights and it's going to be real easy for me to win.
Well, I know you claim you're undefeated in ladder matches.
I don't claim to.
I don't
the
think...
records prove I'm undefeated.
I don't think Brian Christopher...
Listen to these people. Would you listen to them?
No, Brian, the entire place, all but about 3 people, are shouting, go, Brian, go.
Yeah, you know where Brian Christopher's going to go? He's going to go right through that mat when the big Akeem man, he smushes him, man. He's going right through the mat.
Well, let's see what happens. That's why we're having the match here.
Yeah, these people need to be quiet. Look at that. Now, Dave, that's a closed fist, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Now, is that not against the rules?
Yes, it is.
Now, how come when I do something like that, everybody wants to cry and, oh, he's cheating? Is Brian Christopher not cheating right now?
He was, but what did Akeem do to him before? Huh?
He didn't do nothing. He tried to hit him with an open hand, and Brian Christopher moved and then started hitting him with a closed fist.
I see, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how that Brian Christopher is.
Selective vision. That's what Nation of Domination
I
has.
saw it. Closed fists all over the place.
Now they're all upset when Brian retaliates. Go, Brian, go, says the crowd. Kareem Olajuwon, Reggie B. Fine, mighty unhappy that the crowd is so solidly behind Brian Christopher. But they are.
Well, they better be, because this big guy right here is going to put him right through that mat, I'm telling you.
I think the crowd is bothering Akeem Muhammad.
Oh, no, they're not bothering him at all.
He seemed very concerned that the crowd was
Look at the strength. Look at the strength. Little bitty Brian Christopher is supposed to get overpowered right now. Where's Brian going to go now, huh? Look at it. That's another advantage I have, is I'm a lot stronger than Brian Christopher. So when we get in there, I will overpower him, too. Not only am I quicker, but I'm stronger.
Well, we'll see. Test of strength in the middle of the ring. Brian Christopher coming back against Akeem Muhammad. Backs him into a corner. Flips him across the way.
Did you see that?
He did not pull his tight.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Oh, yeah. The entire Nation of Domination now picks up on it. Making the false claim. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that. Look at Reggie leaning into the ring, trying to trip Brian.
There was a piece of gum he's trying to get out of there so nobody tripped on it.
Yeah.
He was trying to get the gum out.
He was trying to trip Brian Christopher is what he was trying to do.
Hey, would you look at Queen Moesha?
Well, I've seen
dream about that, don't you?
Queen Moesha before.
You dream about that.
I'm disappointed that she's aligned with the Nation of Domination. 1, 2. Oh, he only got a 2 count. He pressed him to the mat coming off those ropes.
Brian tripped on the ropes. You see that?
Yeah.
Brian caught
He
his
was
foot on the
tripped
rope.
from outside.
He hung his foot on the rope.
Queen
God,
Moesha
he's
tripped him.
clumsy.
I sure saw that.
Oh! Now, that was a clothesline, Dave.
That was a
That was
clothesline.
a clothesline.
Queen Moesha trips Brian Christopher.
Oh,
That's the
big
sort of
left
thing that
hand.
can turn a match around.
Oh, that's a body slam also, Dave.
That is
That's
a body
big
slam.
body slam.
Oh, look out. But Brian moves out of the way. And
Come on, get on
Akeem
him.
Muhammad, it's nothing but the mat. And now Brian Christopher comes back.
Close fist. Close fist. He cheats so much.
After he was tripped up from the other Nation of Domination member outside here. Remember
I'm gonna
that.
fix him, I tell you what.
Brian on his feet. Comes after him with a kick.
Man, I'm going to do something about this, Dave.
Hey, come on. Stay out of it. You wanted to commentate. Why don't you stay away from the action in there? There goes Elijah One knocked back. Wolfie D's got the ladder. He slides it into ring. Brian Christopher sees him coming and goes after him. Look out, Muhammad nails him from behind. Queen Moesha with the referee distracted. And Wolfie D with that big step ladder. Oh, goodness. Brian moves out of the way. And it's Muhammad that gets hit with the ladder. And now Brian Christopher's got the ladder. He moves Akeem Muhammad over to the center of the ring. He climbs the ladder. He springs. He didn't get him a very good one, but he got him enough, and he's got a count of 3. Brian Christopher off the ladder. Didn't seem to be scared of heights to me, but look out. The entire Nation of Domination now jumps Brian Christopher. It's like 5 or 6 against 1 after Brian gets a victory here in the match. Brian is going to need some help. Here comes Bill Dundee. Here comes King Mabel. Jerry Lawler is out. The Dream Team back into action. Oh, Mo and Mabel, look at them going at each other in the ring there. Oh, down to the mat. Rolls out of the ring, and the Nation of Domination collects him. And they head out of here. King Mabel definitely making a statement right here later today, and also at the Big One Expo Center. It's going to be Wednesday night this week. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. First, there's something special that's going to go on right here later on today. Last week we told you about the Fireworks City giveaway that occurred this past week. Well, there is another one that is coming up this week. But since wrestling at the Big One Expo Center is on New Year's night, figured a lot of folks, you know, with the fireworks would like to have them New Year's Eve. So, folks at Fireworks City got together with the USWA and decided, hey, we give them away right here on television today. That's one of the advantages of having a live USWA wrestling show. We will give you a phone number later. Now, I ask you this. Do not call the television station now. Do not call the television station. It will be a special telephone number for you to call, not the television station number, and we will give you that special number later in the program. So be watching, and when we give you the number, that'll be the time to call, and we will give away this great fireworks display from the folks at Fireworks City. All right, that's coming up later. Coming up right now, we're going to tell you about all the action that will be held New Year's night, January 1, 1997. Why wait? First day of the year, big USWA Championship Wrestling action at the Big One Expo Center. 7:30 is going to be bell time. Opening match of the night that night. Queen Moesha will be going against Miss USWA. That's all I know about Miss USWA, but I can assure you that the commissioner has undoubtedly come up with a good match here. Special challenge match. USWA Tag Team Championship match. Now, the belts have been held up Beginning of the program, we told you that the belts had been held up, a very controversial situation involving the former champion Stephen Dunn Flash Flanagan in a match against Vic the Bruiser and Mike Samples. And the belts, as a result, are held up by the USWA office. They will be on the line, though, this Wednesday night at the Big One Expo Center. A return, father versus son battle, no time limit this time around. Superstar Bill Dundee will be going against JC Ice Jamie Dundee. Then, a special fans dream match. What does that mean? Well, we don't know who it's going to be. Nobody will until just before the match occurs. USWA likes to involve the fans, show their appreciation for the great support from you fans year in and year out. And here's what's going to happen. There is going to be a drawing there, and some lucky fan will then be given a list of all the wrestlers who are available that night, and they get to be the matchmaker. They get to make their own match. That special fan, you might be that fan. So, yeah, can you imagine some of the pairings that might come up from some special fan making those? So we'll see what happens in the special fans dream match coming Wednesday night. Ladder match. We already talked a little bit about this one, and the USWA heavyweight title will be on the line. Brian Christopher will be going against Wolfie D. Wolfie D claims he's undefeated in ladder matches. Brian Christopher said, I'm not afraid of anything. If there's danger involved, lead me to it. I just want to get the USWA heavyweight title back around my waist. First time ever, a battle of these former partners. The former Men on a Mission team, King Mabel against Sir Mo. You saw them going at each other here just a few minutes ago. I think you can tell from that, this is one you're going to want to see. It promises to be just non-stop action as Mabel and Mo, the former partners, go against each other, obviously unable to settle their differences by talking out here a little bit earlier. But that's not all. Final match of the night. Unified World Heavyweight Championship title is on the line. The King, Jerry Lawler, will be putting it on the line against formerly the Spellbinder. Now, after that induction earlier today, now they're calling him Elijah. That is going to be the main event Wednesday night at the Big One Expo Center. Don't you miss it. Speaking of the King, here he comes right now. He's got that crown in hand. And he will be putting the Unified World title on the line this week against the Spellbinder, now known as Elijah, as the Nation of Domination just continues to expand their numbers here. King, I'm sure you saw that induction and all of that a little bit earlier.
Well, yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff here today that I haven't seen in a long time. These inductions are becoming more and more frequent. I just could not believe a couple of weeks ago when they got Miss Texas to join.
I couldn't believe that either.
The Nation of Domination. I mean, that's sad. And now what about Miss Texas running around all out here? Her extensions are longer than ever. What are those things? Are they made out of rayon, or what are those? What do you think? And that's not the only thing that's bigger than ever, is it, Dave? I mean, Miss Texas, you know, I mean, she's walking around out here. I don't know if you saw her chest, but she inadvertently left the price tag on them. Now, come on, Miss Texas. If you're going to come out here, don't do that, okay? Now, let me tell you guys something about this Nation of Domination. It's the biggest collection and bunch of losers that I have ever seen in my life. Can't you just visualize these guys right now? I can see the whole nation riding around on a Friday night in the back of a van, drinking beer, looking at pictures of naked women in the National Geographics and saying, it don't get no better than this. Now, let me tell you guys something. You are a bunch of losers. And the sooner you wake up and realize it, the better off you're going to be. But apparently what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make examples out of you. We're going to have to show you one by one just what big losers you are. So, Spellbinder, now he's what? He's Elijah.
Elijah now.
Okay, wonder why Sir Mo, wonder why he doesn't have one of those nation names, huh?
I asked about that. You're not going to believe the answer.
What's the deal?
They said he does have a name. His name is Mohammed.
Okay, let me just get back to Elijah. January the 1st, New Year's, 1997, I can't think of a better way than to start it off with a nice big fireworks display right down there at the Big One. And I know I've said it in the past, I've promised it sometimes, and I didn't deliver. But Elijah, like I said, we're going to start the New Year's off right. It's Wednesday, right?
That's right, Wednesday.
January the 1st, the Big One. you're going to get lit up like a Roman candle. I don't need to say anymore.
You're right. I don't think you need to say any more other than that. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more. Hey, Samples and Vic the Bruiser will be here in just a moment.
Yes. You think you could beat us? You didn't beat us. You used the politics. You used the USWA politics. It's a miscarriage of justice that we're not the tag team champions. We should be, but you used that politics, Daddy. You had the commissioner hold up the belt. We had Flash Flanagan beat down, and you used the politics, and you cost us not to be the champions. This week, we're taking the belts, and we're going to whip you bad.
Big Bad and Blonde, they're headed for the ring right now. In the ring right now, Blaze, there goes Big Bad and Blonde. That's Blaze and his partner, Donnie Kelly. Blaze, a graduate of the USWA Wrestling School. We get a look at him here today against a very tough tag team, no doubt about it. Mike Samples, Iron Mike Samples, and Vic the Bruiser. Big Bad and Blonde. They got together as a tag team. Samples, you know, had been scouting for partners here for a number of weeks. And he said, okay, at Vic the Bruiser, I have found my partner. They went after the USWA tag titles. They didn't get them, but it was controversial, but they did succeed in getting the titles held up. The commissioner has held the belts, and there will be a rematch, and the championship will be decided there. But for right now, as you heard Samples saying, he's not happy. He thinks they should be declared the champions, but the belts are held up. Mike Samples against Blaze. Blaze down to the mat. Mike Samples right there. Oh, hey, nice reversal by Blaze. He hammers Samples' left arm up behind the back. Referee downtown Bruno there. That's a possible submission hold. He can get it tight enough. A reversal by Samples. He goes for a headlock. Samples loses the headlock. Blaze powers him out of it, trying to pull hair. Blaze's hair is so short, there's nothing to grab. Samples, oh, he's pulling on the tights now. Pulls him back to the ropes. Blaze sends him flying into the ropes, lets him go by, takes him over. Nice drop kick by Blaze. Look at him go. He drop kicks Vic the Bruiser, who jumps in there without a tag. Blaze sets very alertly to see which one came at him next. He was ready to turn toward Vic the Bruiser or Mike Samples. Very impressive move. Blaze with a high five tag for his partner. Here comes Donnie Kelly, and Mike Samples a little upset. Blaze made him look bad there. The veteran not looking good against the youngster. Now he grabs Donnie Kelly, holds him up while Vic the Bruiser comes in, firing that right fist. Samples finally back out on the apron, but holding Donnie Kelly up by the shirt. Mike Samples, Vic the Bruiser, Big Bad and Blonde. Yeah, Samples turns around and says to me, Big Bad and Blonde. Okay, it is. Cheat. Double team. Be slow getting out after the tag. Yeah, that's Big Bad and Blonde. There's a clothesline. Donnie Kelly ran right into it. Samples picking him up. He slams him over near the corner. Tag is made, and Vic is coming in. Samples pulls Donnie Kelly out away from the turnbuckles just enough so that Vic the Bruiser can spring off the ropes. Count is 2 and 3. That's it. Big Bad and Blonde get the victory over Donnie Kelly and Blaze. Blaze looking mighty good early in the match. Donnie Kelly ran into a buzzsaw because Samples was upset over the way Blaze had made him look earlier. But Big Bad and Blonde do put it together for the victory. They've got a tag team championship match coming up in the very, very near future with those tag team belts being held up. But they head out congratulating each other on their victory here today. Before we, well, I see, here's Queen Moesha out with JC Ice and Wolfie D of the Nation of Domination again. Talking about that tag title match, you got a match coming up this week, too, Queen Moesha.
Yes, she does. You know what, Dave Brown? You think you got a lot of problems by getting the Nation of Domination, man. When you get the Queen of the Nation upset, You people know how it is when you get women in an uproar. And let me tell you something, USWA, you have got Queen Moesha in an uproar, and somebody's going to have to pay, my brother.
You know, Dave, I'm mad now.
Oh, she's mad.
Y'all gonna bring in someone called Miss USWA? Well, I thought I was Miss USWA. You know, I'm so mad right now, I can beat somebody up right now. I'm ticked off.
Well, Miss USWA is going to come in. You used to be Miss Texas, not Miss USWA, and then joined the Nation of Domination. And now, Miss USWA. Hey, here comes Mabel. Here's Mabel right here.
Not only are you a sorry excuse for an African-American female, that's right, but you're not a very good wrestler either. This week, we're bringing in Miss USWA, and she's going to pull all that stinky, smelly weed out of your head.
Let's take a break. We're going to be back with more action right after this. USWA on tour. Hey, remember, the Big One Expo Center this coming Wednesday night, January 1, January 1st, New Year's night special at the Big One Expo Center. You see the list of the matches right there. Of course, we've told you more about it, and we will be telling you again in detail about those matches. Friday night, January 3rd, Ripley, Mississippi at the high school. 7:30 is when it starts. Advance tickets are on sale at the high school. Pick them up in advance, and you'll save $1. The King will be there. The Superstar, Bill Dundee, Brian Christopher, J.C. Ice, Wolfie D, all in Ripley, Mississippi, Friday the 3rd. Wednesday, January 8th, at the bridge down around West Helena, Arkansas, at the Lady Luck Casino. USWA Wrestling will be back. 8 o'clock is bell time. Superstars from the USWA will be at Lady Luck on Wednesday, January 8th. Friday the 10th in Wynne, Arkansas at the National Guard Armory over in Cross County. 7:30 is when it all starts. Wednesday, January 15th, the USWA proud to return to Sheridan Casino in Tunica, Mississippi. Wednesday the 15th, 7:30 is bell time there. Friday, January 17th, Batesville, Mississippi, South Panola High School. It's sponsored by the South Panola Tigers Booster Club. Lots of USWA action coming up there. And then the following week, Friday, January 24th, Blytheville, Arkansas, at the National Guard Armory. Again, big USWA Championship Wrestling action. When it's in your area, urge you to be right there at ringside. Nothing like the excitement. I think the fans here today will agree. There's great action being right here at ringside. I know you watching on TV are not with us here today, but you have a chance to participate too, because coming up in just a few minutes, you'll have a chance to win this big fireworks display from the folks at Fireworks City. Don't call now. Do not call the television station. We will give you a special number a little bit later, and you will have a chance to win that fireworks display. We're going to be back. USWA action continues. We're going to talk to Bill Dundee when we return. Got a match coming up here. Ought to be a good one. Wolfie D against the Superstar, Bill Dundee. Before we get it underway, here's the Superstar right here. Want to get a comment or two from Bill. Bill, I know you got this. This is a strange situation for you, father against son, and you guys went at it a few days ago. A tough match, and I know you've got mixed feelings about the whole thing.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. I do have mixed feelings about the whole thing. And in the last 20 years around here, Jerry Law and I has got to be in the Guinness Book of Records for the longest professional wrestling match in Jackson, Tennessee. We went to the ring one night at 9:15, and they rung the bell because the curfew ended at midnight. That's almost 3 hours, right?
That's right.
Against Joel Duke and Jean-Louis. Now, Jamie, I'm not going to sell you short, boy. I thought it was a walk in the park last week. It was a 10-minute time limit, and I thought this thing will be over in about 5 seconds. Well, I got to kind of take my hat off to you. You have grew up a little bit. But if you think you're coming back this week with no time limit and beat Bill Superstar Dundee, your ego's already this big because Farouk's telling you something that you're not, and you're believing him. So if you think you're going to beat me and walk around town with an ego as big as Texas, you're wrong, punk. Now, you're my son, and I'm going to give you a wrestling lesson that you deserve. Now, I got you into this wrestling business, and I'm going to get you out. Because what you're doing is wrong, boy. You're letting Farouk and everybody else tell you what to do. Be your own man, Jamie. Be your own man. And I'm going to take a little pride out of your seals because I'm going to beat you this week. And Wolfie D, I'm still blaming you. You're the punk that got him all mixed up in the first place. So haul it up in this ring right now, and me and you gonna fight, boy.
Bill Dundee is one thing about it. He's always been his own man ever since he's been around here. Ever since he came in with George Barnes from Australia, he has done it his way. He climbs into the ring right now. Here comes Wolfie D with that Nation of Domination salute. And Queen Moesha, formerly known as Miss Texas, over in his corner. Bill Dundee saying, come on in here. And Jamie Dundee, J.C. Ice,
to you, Dave Brown.
out here to death.
And I'm going to watch Mr. Dundee, the elder one of the Dundees. You whoop him good, Wolf. She's showing about some wrestling. You just whoop him up.
You can watch. Bell sounds. You've got a 10 count to get in the ring, or you're going to be counted out of here, Wolfie D.
Hey, we didn't tell you to ring that bell yet, so don't.
The referee told me to ring the bell. You're not running things here. Oh, Bill Dundee nailed from behind by Wolfie D. Dundee rolls into the ring.
Right, look at Bill Dundee running there chasing Queen Moesha. Now, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, he saw her interfere probably in a previous match out here. I'm sure that's what happened.
Our girl. That's all girl. Listen,
listen, before you get started here, I do want to take a moment to congratulate you. The match against Bill went 10 minutes. He said it was going to be a wrestling match. No punching, no cheating, no Nation of Domination. And that's the way it was. The only thing that I would not congratulate you for, at the end of the match, your father offered the hand to shake hands with you, and you refused.
Hey, when you go to war, if you go to Iran, it's fighting America, and, you know, we whoop them up good. At the end of it, they didn't come and want to shake our hand, did they? No, you don't want to shake hand. I don't want to shake this guy's hand. I don't care. I gave him a chance to join the Nation of Domination, and he turned his back on me. Why do I want to shake this man's hand? Well, he turned his back on his own son, Dave. Turned his back on his own son.
I don't think he did that. I think he's upset that you're with us, Nation of Domination and Farouk and all of that. Look at Miss Texas, Queen Moesha.
Hey, Queen Moesha was trying to get, he had something in his hair, and she was being a nice guy. She was taking it out of his hair.
Right. A clothesline by Wolfie D.
And I appreciate your congratulations on the wrestling match, but did you think any less? I'm J.C. Ice, the greatest wrestler. I'm 7-time USWA World Champion. Did you expect any less, Dave?
I expected a good match, but frankly, I expected Bill to take the match fairly easily. Yeah, I really did.
He's a superstar. I told him last week, and I'll tell you right now, he was great in 1987, but it's now 1997, and I'm great now. You know, I'm great now.
Well, keep in mind, you didn't get the victory. It went to
full
time
got
limit.
The victory, but the ring announcer was paid off, and he rang the bell. I had the man whooped. I had him pinned. I had a submission hold. He was going to give up, and then...
Well, next time around, it's not going to matter because it's going to be a no-time limit match as you go at each other again. Wolfie D. Use the right fist.
Oh, Dave, you're biased, man.
Again.
You're biased.
Bill off the ropes, ducks under the fist this time, presses Wolfie down to the mat.
He threw a punch with that. I saw a crossbody with a right fist. I saw that. That's not a wrestling move.
There was no fist. The only fist I've seen recently was thrown by Wolfie D.
I'm going to go home and watch myself, and I'll tell you, if you're right, I'll tell you you're right next week.
Okay, watch the tape.
Sit there and drink my Pepsi.
Hey, look at this. Queen Moesha again.
She was saying to him, hey. Okay, as long as he...
Bill Dundee, he was going after her. Right. Wolfie D cuts him off.
Hey, come on, Dundee.
On the way over.
Why don't you get up and wrestle, Dundee? Come on, Mr. Wrestler. Why don't you go wrestle, Dundee? Hey, y'all see this?
Now, that's a right fist right there. Wolfie D hits Bill Dundee with.
Hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Bill Dundee tried to come out here and punch Queen Moesha.
Wolfie D up on the top rope. I was wondering why, because Bill Dundee was all the way across the ring.
Hey, look at that fist, Dave. Now say something. Look, there's another one. Say something about that, Dave.
So far they're even.
Oh, you always look. He's one up then, okay?
Okay,
so poking eyes was okay.
Well, Wolfie just hit him back with a fist, so they're even again. There he goes.
Now we're up one. We're always up one, Dave.
There you go. That's right. And you always have them outnumbered. Queen Moesha out here to make it 2 against 1. She's interfered in this match half a dozen times already.
She's done nothing to stand there and look like Miss USWA. You know, talking about outnumbered in points, if last week's wrestling match for me and Bill Dundee was on a point system, I had him beat by at least 2 or 3 points. At least 2 or 3 points.
Well, we'll see. As the action continues here, Wolfie D against Bill Dundee. Bill mighty unhappy with Wolfie
The main
D.
reason I wanted to beat him was for my mother, because you see, Bill Dundee is such a low-life scum that he ran out on me and my mama when I was like 15 years old, and he left us in an apartment with no furniture, no money to eat or nothing, and he had $1 million and a big Mercedes, and he ran off and married some young bimbo.
Now, I don't know about all of that. I don't know about all of that. He got you into the wrestling
No,
business.
he did not. I went above his head to Jerry Jarrett, said, Jerry Jarrett, I need a job. He said, you're great, and he hired me.
Come on. If it wasn't for Bill, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. You wouldn't be in this business at all.
Oh, okay, so Wolfie D wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Bill either, huh?
That's true.
Oh, because I brought him in.
That's true, because if you and Wolfie D hadn't hooked up his PG-13, I doubt he would have been here, too.
Oh, hey, wait. That's it.
Oh, my goodness. J.C. Ice, I thought he was headed to the ring, but he headed out of here. Wolfie D asking for help, and here it comes. Here comes the entire
You
nation.
see that, Dave? That's what happens when you mess with the nation of domination.
Yep.
See, Bill Dundee, let me see him do an armbar right there. Let me see him do a hip.
How can you do this to your own father?
That ain't my
The
father.
entire
My
nation
mama
of
told me the other day
domination
that he really wasn't even my dad. My mama told me that my dad is a milkman in Australia who's a nice man.
I see. J.C. Ice, I don't
The nation
understand.
of domination, people. Hey, go.
Here comes the dream team. And J.C. Ice heads for the exit. And I guarantee you the rest of the nation of domination won't be far behind if they can get away. They've got Reggie in there. A big body slam by King Mabel. Brian Christopher helps the center rope. Boom. Oh, goodness. Now they're trying to pull him out of there and get him out of the action. And the nation of domination, that is the only number. We're going to take caller number 8. Number 8 gets the big Fireworks City giveaway right there. That's the only number to call, 901-726-0550. If you are caller number 8, you win that fireworks display. Meanwhile, let's talk about the fireworks perhaps the King, Jerry Lawler, said might be a big fireworks display at the Big One Expo Center involving the Spellbinder, or Elijah, in his match. Let's look at the entire card. 7:30 is bell time. Opening match of the night, Queen Moesha will be going against Miss USWA. In the next one, USWA tag team titles will be on the line. They've been held up, but they'll be on the line as Flash Flanagan and Stephen Dunn. The young men who won the belts, I think, surprised a lot of people and then were able to hold on to them and were great champions for the fans. They will be trying to reclaim the belts from Iron Mike Samples and Vic the Bruiser. Following that, the return father-son battle. This time, though, no time limit. Bill Dundee will be going against J.C. Ice, Jamie Dundee. Special fans dream match. Remember how this one works. A fan will be selected, be given a list of wrestlers who are available, and they will get to make the match. It could be a very interesting pairing coming up with a special fans dream match Wednesday night. Remember, it is Wednesday night, January 1, New Year's night at the Big One Expo Center. The ladder match. Brian Christopher says, bring it on. Wolfie D says, fine. He requested this kind of match because he said, I'm undefeated in ladder matches. Wolfie D will be putting the USWA heavyweight title on the line against Brian Christopher in the ladder match. Then, the former partners, King Mabel, Sir Mo, formerly the Men on a Mission, are going to be going against each other in a single match. And I'm telling you what, you've seen them in action just a little bit here today. That is going to be something to see at the Big One Expo Center. But main event of the night, unified world title on the line. Used to be known as the Spellbinder until just a few minutes ago. But after being inducted into the Nation of Domination, they've changed his name to Elijah. Elijah will be going against the King, Jerry Lawler, and the unified world title hangs in the balance. Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner? Okay, we have a winner. And, yeah. We also have King Mabel headed this way, too. Katrina Jones of Memphis, Tennessee, winner of the Fireworks City Fireworks Display. Here comes King Mabel right here. I tell you, he lit the place up, too, when he arrived a week ago. And now it's you against your former partner.
You know what? I really can't believe it's coming down to this. This is the first time that this has ever happened in wrestling history. Men on a Mission going head up. You know, Mo, I told you one time before, you're pledging allegiance to Farouk of all people, and I consider that to be a disgrace. That's right. All these people know it. And Mo, I want to send a message out to you right now. I know you're in the back listening. Don't think just because all of these lovely fans out here like King Mabel, you know. Don't think just because the fans are behind me that I've all of a sudden becoming weak or something, because you know what I bring to the table, and I know what you bring to the table. We both know each other's weaknesses. Hey, this is worth the price of admission alone, Daddy.
Well, I agree with you. It's going to be a big one as you go against Mo this week at the Big One Expo Center.
This week, don't nobody miss it. This is going to be the one to put down in the history books, because Mo, you're going to be Sir No Mo after I get through with your daddy.
Wednesday night, 7:30 is bell time. Wednesday, January 1st, Big One Expo Center, exit 5 off of I-240 North, the Hollywood exit. Back with our main event right here in a moment. Former USWA Tag Team Champions are going to be headed this way in just a moment. Their opponents I see headed this way now. J.C. Ice and Reggie B. Fine, Kareem Olajuwon, and Queen Moesha, who obviously is going to be in their corner and who has already interfered in 2 or 3 matches here today as this nation of domination. The way they dominate is by outnumbering their opponents and then interfering in all the matches illegally. The former champions, Flash Flanagan, Stephen Dunn, into the wrestling area right now. Their belts held up by the commissioner. Very controversial match. We've mentioned this already a couple of times today. Iron Mike Samples and Vic the Bruiser going against them. And those belts are held up right now, so they are not the champions at the moment. However, they had a few words about that situation. So let's hear from Stephen Dunn and Flash Flanagan.
Mike Samples, Vic the Bruiser, let me tell you guys something. Flash and I have already proven to you, we've proven to the world, we're worthy tag team champions. But let me tell you something. The commission did what they had to do. You guys been out here crying and screaming and hollering and saying what you're going to do. We're not going to do any of that. Let me tell you what we are going to do. We're going to show you. We're going to take those belts back. We're going to do what we're going to do for the people. What we did before, we can do it again. We're going to show you. We're going to show the world we are the true USWA Tag Team Champions, baby.
Stephen Dunn, Flash Flanagan. Well, Iron Mike Samples and Vic the Bruiser have arrived.
Been about these two punks, these two sissies. They played the politics that the USWA is so famous for. They kept us from wearing the tag team belts that we so rightly deserve. We should be the champions. You should be proud to be sitting here at the USWA Tag Team Champions with you. Instead, these two punks got the belts held up, and I'm about as mad as I can be, and I hope that I can control myself, Dave Brown, because I know you're a professional.
I hope you can control yourself, too. And I will be proud to sit here with you as USWA Tag Team Champions when you win them fair and square. Fair.
We won them the first time.
Fair.
I had Flash Flanagan beat as I beat him about 491 times. And these punks played they got this, whoever this goofy commissioner is, thinks he's Mr. Hotshot. He came out and held up the belts like he owns me or something. And I'm mad about it. Dave Brown, I'm not going to be able to take much more. I could beat these guys by myself, but I've got the greatest tag team partner in the world, the most dangerous man in the world, Vic the Bruiser.
And you had a chance to beat him, and you didn't do it. The belts have been held up. And that is that situation. Right. There will be another match. Well, and the belts will be on the line.
But there
and if you can win
match.
them fair and square, keep that in mind. You got to win them fair. I'll congratulate you. Well, if you can do that.
You play it down the middle, don't you, Dave? You're part of the politics, aren't you?
No. Playing it down the middle. There's no politics to it.
You know how to play both sides against the middle.
I want to see the championship belts won in the middle of the ring, and I want to see it a good, clean wrestling
Well, the
match.
most dangerous man in wrestling, Mr. Vic the Bruiser, just about cried all night because we won those belts, and the politics that be took them away from us, and that's not right, and you know it. You just don't have the courage to admit that Mike Samples is right.
I just want to caution the fans that you're listening to Iron Mike Samples and his version of things that happen. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, keep it in mind, Dave. Go ahead. They couldn't do anything. Look at him.
J.C. Ice misses as Flash Flanagan had moved out of the way. You know, Flanagan and Dunn, they were great champions, and they're looking to take the belts back again. Champions that the fans love.
Yeah. Now, I'm not taking anything away from anybody because I've been in enough wrestling matches to know that you got to go out there and give about 110%, and these guys do. But unfortunately for them, we gave about 111%, and we rightfully won the match. We won the titles, but what happened? The old politics came in. The old grumpy old commissioner come in. No, no, no. We can't give it to you guys. You guys are mean and tough. Politics, we want to keep you down. The people would cheer for you guys, and we can't have that. So they took the belts away. They held them up, but we're going to get a chance. And when we do, we're going to be out here smiling from ear to ear. The world's most dangerous wrestler, Victor Bruiser, and Mike Samples, the USWA Tag Team Champions. And I'm going to promise you that, Dave Brown.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens during the match. Speaking of matches, we got one going on here. If you noticed that, Flash Flanagan against Kareem Olajuwon. All of a sudden, J.C. Ice comes in after the tag. Crowd solidly behind Flash Flanagan. Flash takes J.C. Ice, puts the shoulders down. 1, 2. Oh, almost had him. Just a 2 count, says the referee.
Almost. He almost had the belts last time, didn't he? But almost didn't count. We got them.
Right, you almost had the belts last time, too, maybe, but you don't have them either. They're held up.
You run for office, Dave Brown. You'd make a good politician, you know?
Just telling it like it is.
Yeah. You tell it like these people want to hear it. That's the whole problem. You're part of the problem. Look me straight in the eye and tell me I'm not a true champion. Tell this man he's not a true champion. You can't do it because you know we are. And everybody out here watching knows we are because, well, just look at us. We're big, we're bad, we're blonde.
Big, bad, and blonde. That's right. True champions? Not yet. Maybe someday. Everybody in the ring got them all 4 going. Flash Flanagan.
I can't take much of this.
Reversed into the ropes. Now, all of a sudden, Mike Samples can't take much more of this. He's up at ringside. He and Vic the Bruiser, let's hope they stay out of the action. Already you got Queen Moesha up there in that Nation of Domination corner. Out of the ring goes J.C. Ice down to the mat. 1, 2, 3. Well, they had Flash.
On him, Dave.
They had Flash distracted.
That's what you call using your head.
You guys are great. You're the next.
I told you.
All right.
See, Dave, when you got brains, you don't need brawn.
Well,
you just happen to have both.
You may need both when you come to the next match. Let's take a break. We're going to be back in just a moment. Flash and Steve very upset. Hey, the crowd here having a great time today. They're even giving our crew a standing ovation over here. You want a great night entertainment? How about Wednesday night, January 1 at the Big One Expo Center for more USWA wrestling action. Big night coming up down there with all these special matches. Let's talk about them. Opening match of the night, special challenge. Queen Moesha will be going against Miss USWA. Then you follow that with the USWA Tag Team Championship match. The belts are held up now, but the former champions, Flash Flanagan and Stephen Dunn, will try to take them back from the team of Iron Mike Samples and Vic the Bruiser. The return, father versus son battle. No time limit in this one. Bill Dundee goes against J.C. Ice, Jamie Dundee. Special fans dream match. Some fan will get the chance to make the match. Could be all kinds of interesting situations that would develop as a result of some fans picking his own match. Then the ladder match. Bring the ladder out. USWA heavyweight title at stake. Brian Christopher against the current champion, Wolfie D. First time ever, it'll be the battle of the former partners in Men on a Mission. King Mabel going against Sir Mo. And then the main event of the night, the King, Jerry Lawler, puts the unified world title on the line against the spellbinder now known as Elijah. It all happens Wednesday night, January 1st, at the Big One Expo Center, exit 5, Hollywood exit off of I-40 North.
If you would shut up, I got something real important to talk.
You're not taking over the show.
I need 1 second of just silence here for 1 second, my boys. You know, it's like the holiday season right now. It's Christmas and New Year's. It's a holiday season. But you see, if you ask J.C. Ice about the holiday season, I'll tell you, I think the holiday season stink, man. I think they're no good. And the reason I think they're no good is because when you get up on Christmas morning, your mom and daddy are supposed to be making presents on Christmas Eve and putting out your bicycles and putting together all your big wheels and stuff and putting them all up underneath the tree. Well, you know what Jamie Dundee used to get for Christmas, man? I used to get a postcard from sorry old Bill Dundee saying, I'm down here in Florida wrestling. Happy Christmas, son. Happy New Year. He said, I'm down in Georgia. I'm in Alabama. I'm sorry I can't be home for Christmas. Well, you know, the holiday seasons are supposed to be happy times for families. So, Bill Dundee, what I'm saying to you is, this ain't about winning wrestling matches. No, it has nothing to do with that. What this is about you never ever being home because all you cared about was being a professional wrestler. Well, I'm a professional wrestler, and I got a son, but I'm always there at Christmas for him. I'm always building his bicycles and putting his toys together on Christmas, because I know that family is much more important than career, but that's something you never ever could understand. And then you got divorced to my mama, who I love dearly in all the world, and there's nothing she can do about that, but there's something I can do about it. And now I promise to you, in 1997, when I step in the ring with you at the Big One Expo Center, that I'm going to prove to you that I am the better one of the Dundees. Right, Wolf?
That's right. And Brian Christopher, we all saw here today just how skilled you were on the ladder. Well, Wolfie D is the master of a ladder match, and this week I'm going to walk out once again the USWA Heavyweight Champion.
Time is up for the Nation of Domination. They have had their sale. They didn't buy this time. Get out of here. We got to wrap up the show is what we have to do because we're running out of time here. As the Nation of Domination has had their say, the action is coming up. It's coming up Wednesday night. Wednesday night at the Big One Expo Center. 7:30 is the bell time. Nation of Domination involved in all of those matches we told you about. But keep this in mind, too. There's a group that's put themselves together as the Dream Team, and they are going to be involved in the action, too. And let me remind you of this, that every time the Dream Team has shown up today, the Nation of Domination has suddenly gotten a phone call or a page or decided that they had to leave the area, and I'm kind of wishing the Dream Team would show up right now. We've had lots of action here today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you will be joining us next week. Corey on vacation today, but he will be joining us again next week when we will have more Super USWA Tag Team action for you. Hope you'll be with us then. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody. Promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.